Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another fine edition of the Jimmy Palumbo Show. That's right. This is show number 267 here. I can't believe we've done two.
Oh, it was 266, but I could be wrong, but go ahead.
It's 267.
All right, well, then I did it wrong on the thing.
and once again, the producing team here wants to talk it over.
Yeah, I did put 266. Son of a bitch. All right, well, listen.
I can't believe, you know what? The problem is, I guess Tyson's and the Hogans took a week off. Usually they'd be all over this.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
We might have to let the Hogans and the Tysons go here, Shay. This is show number 267, a fine one here on a gorgeous day here from downtown Mawa and from downtown Matawan. I think you're in.
Wait, hold on. You really can't tell when I'm at home or I'm at the studio?
You got some blue shit in the background.
Oh, that's a good thing then. That's a good thing. All right, cool. I'm with it.
Where are you now?
I'm home. I got the blue.
Well, you said the reason why I hesitated because you said you had another podcast coming up.
I do. But it's virtual, so I got to do it. I got to produce it on the old StreamYard.
It is virtual day here from the Omni, and of course, 267 means 67, and that is clearly let Billiard be your guard. Offensive lineman for the Giants. Of course, you got Justin Pugh, Pat Donovan on the Cowboys, Donovan Fitzgerald, that offensive lineman for about 9 years. Stan Brock, Bob Kuchenberg. I don't know if how many. I don't know if the
Tyson got it.
Tyson got the Bob Kuchenberg.
Tyson got Kuchenberg.
I don't know if he got Taj Gibson on your New York Knicks a couple years back.
No, I'm looking at.
He got Louis Rojas on the New York Yankees, and of course Clay Christensen. I said that just so Venditti would drive off the road right there.
And my kids. This is probably my kids' favorite episode of all time, just because it's 6-7. You know that bullshit. I don't know what the fuck that even means.
I have a note here 6-7. Which
still don't know what it means. But
nobody knows, and you got to be under 10 to enjoy that material. So that is it. So that is it. Show number 267. We all know that. And of course, we have our baseball segment now. I know, and we're going to tie this in. We're going to talk about John Sterling in a little bit, but this one is one of my favorite John Sterlings, and I did not mean it by accident. It's a total thing. But this guy, if you don't know him, you're fired right here. You're a friend of mine, Mr. Randy Velarde.
Yes, of course.
Now, first of all, I did not realize. I would ask you this. I love doing this because I was shocked by this. How many years do you think Randy Velarde was in the majors?
Well, the fact that you just showed like a 90, probably a 98, 99 card. 12. 16
years. I never would have got
wild.
That. And his lifetime batting average was 276. It's
okay.
All right. He had over 1,100 hits. He was on the Yankees for about 9 years. He played second base, shortstop, and third base. He played with Yankees, the Angels, Oakland, Texas, back to the Yankees, back to Oakland.
There was a second stint with the Yankees?
Yeah, he came in that last year, and he was kind of banged up by then.
Oh, shit. I forgot about
in 99, he batted .310, hit 25 home runs. In 2000, he batted .278 with Oakland with 12 home runs. And with the Yanks in 95, he batted .278. He was a big part of that year. He played every position, so he seemed like he was always in the game. And after John Sterling, when he hit a home run, he would start singing, Velarde, whoa. Oh, my God, that was one of my favorite. That's one that nobody knows that's not going to make ESPN. In the playoffs, though, he shit the bed. He batted .176. And I remember that.
I had bum.
We lost to Seattle in that awful 5-game Here Comes Junior.
Oh,
game.
95? Yeah, man. I remember watching that game.
If I remember correctly, and again, my crack committee of my brother and my cousin John, if they're listening, I remember Randy Velarde got up and when a guy just gets up in key spots and you're like, oh, why is he up? You know what I mean? And he did not deliver. That's how I remember it anyway. But in 4 years of playoffs, he batted .235. He made like $1 to $3 million a year. But here's a weird thing. He was one of those Mattingly things where the year before he left, they didn't win the World Series. Then he leaves for 4 years. They win like 4 or 5 World Series. And then he comes back, and then they lose in the World Series to I
was like a curse of Randy Velarde.
Yeah, he's like definitely Velarde there. But he turned an unassisted double play, which at the time only 11 people have done that. He had 200 hits for 2 different teams in one season. That's only been done a half a dozen times.
In one season?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
So he had 400 hits in a season?
200 combined with 2 different 200 with two teams.
I was gonna say 400.
No, 400 hits. Come on, like, what are you, Pete Rose? But of course, if you look at the years he played, you have the cream and the clear. And from what I read, he came clean on this. And if you look at it, he was like, "Yeah, I did the clear, I did the cream, I did this." And that guy Greg Anderson, who was Bonds' trainer, he shot me in the ass. Like, there was no some of the guys kind of go, "Yeah, I was recovering with this." He was like, "No, I did."
Well, it's weird because he wasn't really he never. I guess they didn't work.
I guess it didn't work, but I guess his body frame wasn't big enough to become huge.
I don't know.
And now he coaches high school players, and he keeps a low profile, probably because of the steroids. Cost him millions of dollars.
I'll inquire. Let's see if we can get Randy Velarde on the show.
Yeah, we should be able to get him. He's in New Mexico, wherever the hell he is now. So that is it. So Randy Velarde, back of his card here. Nothing on here that says anything. Other than May 29th in 2000, he turned an unassisted double play.
You know what I also heard about Randy Velarde? I heard Randy Velarde also does comedy on cruise ships. You're never going to believe that shit.
Really? Dave Sturchio with a throwback from last week, and we are tied at anyone. So that would be that. That is the baseball card segment. Now, of course, Patreon. We're mired. We're officially mired. We're stuck at 58. We're stuck at Carl Banks. And I like to give a shout out to my cousin Joe Palumbo, who we had a lot of texts since Sterling news broke with him. And of course, Rob Pastor, my Kappa Sig buddy. And of course, my website guy, James Kanowitz, who's a fan of the show. And he produced one of the weirdest, coolest podcasts of all time.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable what you're able to play. It's based on the Chevy Chase movie. Oh my God.
Fletch.
Fletch.
Dude, I've seen that. Wait a minute. Does he have I think he has social media. I've seen it pop up on your shit.
Listen to me. My
I never saw them. Well,
my studio, my audience out there. If you're a fan of the movie Fletch, there is no better podcast than the Fletchcast. It would be. I wish there was one on Beer League like that. It would. I tried to talk him into doing one, but that would be. You know what? That's that's an idea. James Kanowitz, when you listen to it, he usually listens a couple days later. A Beer League podcast specifically about the show, not the new shit we're doing. Just like
the movie.
The movie, yeah, that's what really this is about. They had.
I think one of my favorite podcasts is Victory, the podcast. It's basically like it's Kevin Dillon. It's the Entourage cast talking with Doug Ellen, and they go over every single episode and it's the little nuanced things. There's cool shit like that.
It's more about because since it's a movie, and
I don't know how many episodes you can get out of that though.
It's a short form thing. He's done with them now, but it's a great thing, and it's produced really well. Buzz around, you'll agree. With me.
I'll check it out.
He spent a lot of time on it, but it's great. That's shout out to James Kanowitz.
It's just like of all the Chevy Chase movies, though. You know what I mean?
Weird. I know he was always a fan of the movie, and he met him, and he met all. It's crazy. I think Chevy came on. I think
yeah.
I know the director did, and anyway, I'm not sure what happened there, but so that is it. And of course, as we all in this crazy world, what are we doing? We are
chasing
miracles.com. That's right. Stem cell patches. It is shit your body needs at Shay and chasing miracles. Shit your body needs. I am wearing them right now. And I just spoke with Donna, and she actually is going to be up in Jersey this weekend. But for the first time, Dave Sturchio will be getting patches. I just confirmed it.
No, that's not the first. She sent me a lot of stuff before.
I told her, I said, try to send some Dave stuff because he's got kids now, and I'm not sure what shit he injects in his body right now.
He's doing shit your body doesn't need.
Absolutely, by a guy named Lou out of Patterson, and we'll be right back. But go to chasingmiracles.com. Talk to Tommy and Donna. They got patches that do everything for you. A bunch of cool stuff. Transdermal Day here in the city. And you could pee in the cup and still be fine. You're not like a young Barry Bonds. So it's all good. chasingmiracles.com. Now, we have to talk, of course, about our Knickerbocker basketball. First of all, okay. Everybody, every time whenever I'm like by myself, just watching a Knicks game, right? I'm like, the first thought is, God, the NBA game stinks. I don't know why I feel it. It's like a bunch of guys running all over. It's like, there's no, I feel like my father on a job. There's no system here. The Knicks shot 63. If you want to know why the Knicks won, the Knicks shot 63%. OG hasn't missed a shot since like January 10th. And the other team shot 40%. So if you add up the math, a little defense, and you blow the team out, we blew the Sixers out. Embiid played terrible.
Dude, last 3 offensive games the Knicks have had. Even going back to the Hawks series, it's just like
74 at the half.
When does the shoe drop? I'm waiting for it. I'm like bracing myself, and I'm like, oh shit, when are they going to stop shooting like this?
This is how you know the announcer will just go, and the Knicks have gone cold here. You know that the other team's on a 13-0 run.
What about me texting you last night, not knowing how to do math? I was like, oh shit, they cut it to 15, and I was like, oh wait, it's 25. Never mind.
You were like, they're blowing them out.
I was like, they're gonna fucking lose.
Last night we were texting that we just felt like the other team was gonna go on like a big run, but we had our math wrong.
As Troy Aikman says it on the Monday Night Football broadcast a lot, where he's like, there's certain scores around the certain times, and he's like, you know what, Joe? I don't know if there's enough possessions left for this team to come back. So first of all, I was like, so if the Knicks go completely cold and don't make another shot for the rest of the game, the Sixers got to go back and probably have 12 to 15 possessions of flawless basketball.
Well, when they finally put all the bench in, right. I was like, wow, like this, what a terrible. You really see how shitty the guys are, and I'm like, all right, this game is like this. Even if the Sixers put their starters in, then I'm like, wait a minute, what if I was on the court? What if like Jimmy Butler checks in at the 8:19 mark? would the Knicks still have won? I think about that all the time.
That is the $1 million question. I wonder if you and I, all of a sudden you hear the and the horn, and it's just you and I checking in. Like, could we make a basket when the game's like completely out of reach? I don't know.
I tell you why I don't think so. Because I had this argument with a buddy of mine. This is a very funny argument. He was like, if I was on it, if they inserted me in the NBA, I would definitely hit a couple of buckets. I'm like, I don't think you realize from the moment you catch a pass, and in your mind you're getting off a quick shot, there's a guy who's 6'6", who is unbelievably quick with a reach.
He's gonna be white on rice.
I think forget about it if he guarded you. Like you wouldn't. I think if he guarded you, your hand wouldn't touch the ball. I really don't think so. Even if you had,
see, you and I are realists. But if there was a former host of the Jimmy Palumbo co-host of the
he would
probably say like, "Oh, dude, come on."
First of all, the only chance would be a long three.
Yeah, like from half court.
From
the logo. It's like, okay.
But no, the Knicks certainly just kicked the hell out of them. And you know what I'm worried about with the Knicks?
Let's go.
I'm now all these blowouts now. Like what happened is like tie score minutes ago, or the Knicks. I get that Brunson off his foot feeling again. I hope. I almost want a tight game in game 2. Like let's win by 5 in a tight game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously as a fan, you don't want that. You love coasting like we did, but you want to get tested a little bit more as we get deeper into this. Now that Boston's out, and now we get the big win there. All the FanDuels of the world and the DraftKings are like, well, the Knicks are the odds-on favorites to take the East. I'm like, ugh, I hate that shit. It's like, man, just let us win some fucking games and then we'll talk.
Well, listen, it's clearly it's a path that Thibodeau didn't get. But listen, the bottom line is, if a team like Indiana Pacers last year, they lit it up from 3 in our series, and that's why we lost.
And I was also curious about last night when the game is completely out of reach, and we get all the backups in. The name always remisses me. We have ourselves a pesky little white kid, and I'm just like, I'm trying to. Names are missing. but he hit a 3 last night.
And then he pointed.
Yeah. So
what was that?
Dude, so I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, in the NFL, it's 15 yards and like a fucking first down.
No, not only that, in the NFL, you get drilled on the next play.
What I'm saying, well, he did. He was like, they went up for a rebound. I feel like the Celtics were going to murk him. I was like, but wait a minute. I was like, he hits the 3 and he does this like point to the entire Celtics bench. And I'm like,
well, I couldn't tell if he was pointing into the crowd to like his family or
that's too close for comfort.
Too close. But you know what? You know what I'm guessing? I'm guessing the end of the bench must have been chirping. Had to be.
Yeah, that's I can't see him doing that kind of shit unprovoked. You know what I mean?
Maybe they were chirping, "Hey, you white boy, you're too slow to be in this league," or something like that. I don't know, but you know what?
Cracker. It's
but
I'll tell you what, he's like, bang.
You bring up a good point. If it wasn't that, then he's wrong, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I know there's a lot of dunks. We've seen LeBron, we've seen everybody when they do the dunks over somebody and then they flex and they're fucking screaming on top of the lungs. You can't justify if he's looking directly at him or he's just emotional. But this one,
he pointed,
point and click, and I was like,
I was like, yeah, I agree. I was like, and I hate that. Like, listen, if Brunson wants to do it, he can, I guess.
Well, we have our own little celebrations and all the shit. But this guy directly pointing at Phil, I was like, oh, we're gonna lose the next fucking 4 games.
That's exactly how. You know what? As soon as he did that, I said Sixers in 5. I was like, completely.
So I'm like, oh, dude, come on.
You know what? That was in the newspaper had a picture of him pointing. I got to find out what the that's got to be online. I got to Google that.
Well, Tyson said somebody said something, but like I don't know if that's confirmed or denied or whatever. But you have to think, man. It's like I don't know. It just seemed like
he did it right away too. Like
right away, like no hesitate. That's what I'm saying. So I think somebody, you're right, on the bench was like, this guy can't hit the broadside of a barn or some shit, and then he gets and drills a 3 in the eyeball. But even that, Jimmy. Now hear me out. If you're the Celtics coach, and of course you don't want to get teed up or screw yourself for game 2. But like all the Knicks did down the stretch when they were up was shoot 3s. Like I was like, dude, you don't poke the bear. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here?
I thought they were piling it on a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, man, I don't like this.
1973, bro. You know what?
Listen, in my lifetime, I was never alive. So
yep. So yes, we'll for sure.
We shall see.
And I was 8. So in other news, of course, is
Jimmy was at Rutgers.
Sorry, that was 8. I was 8. Hey, I remember my uncles were down. My uncle Dennis, my uncle Pat, my brother was in it. He was 13. He remembers it well. Well, of course, we lost a major sports figure in my life. Anyway, John Sterling, Yankee announcer. Now, there's a couple things. I just made some notes. First of all, I've been a John Sterling when he took over. I guess that's why I'm even doing this podcast. I've always loved radio. I always had a radio next to my bed, even growing up, and I would listen to late night radio before that. Like the fan was really the fan, and there was WABC and WMC. There was all these shows on late at night. I guess it helped me fall asleep, whatever, because I had this little TV that was like a 3-inch screen with a radio attached to it. I just click it on whatever. Talking, and I used to love listening to radio. And when Sterling got the job, he did some pregame shows and stuff. I remember like, this guy's funny to me. Like, I just loved his whole demeanor. And a lot of people were not really into him until you got used to him. But I've been a big John Sterling fan since as long as I can remember. I don't know if you posted that clip.
I posted and I also loaded it up here in case any live audience members want to check it out.
Yeah, you can put it out. You can put it out.
It's 50 seconds long. This is inspired. Obviously, Jimmy's been doing this forever. It's from the short beer. Game Day.
Game Day, which led to Beer League.
So here we go. This is
inspired by Sterling. I'm not doing a perfect impersonation.
No, it's inspired. So here we go. Check it out.
And the Yankee fans are absolutely going crazy here at the stadium. I mean, Yankee fans expect good baseball. You can trade a Jesse Barfield. I mean, we all know he strikes out too much, and certainly there's his clubhouse demeanor. But Barfield just threw a bullet to Mike Palumbo at third. I mean, Lansford went for it, of course. They got the big lead, and why not? But Barfield absolutely delivered the good. It was a perfect strike to Mike Palumbo. You know what, G-Bird? The Yankees have struggled against the A's. We all know that. But look at some of the scores. 9-1, 10-2, 13-3. And again, the Yankees are thirsty for runs here. Speaking of thirst, why not try the cool taste of Snapple? made from the best stuff on earth. The 0-1 is in the dirt. So Barfield will be gone, of course, by the trading deadline, but then again...
Oh, my God. That's fucking great. We all know that.
Did you catch that? Again, there's miracle dust in the air. I say Lansford.
You do say Lansford. Holy shit. You do say Lansford. That's
those of you who don't know, we do this baseball card thing in the beginning. Dave also brought a card in, and one day we chose the same card. And believe you me, we don't talk about what card.
I remember I was barely doing it, right? I was like,
you had to find a card. And I
remember my reaction. I was like, dude.
Only one time do we choose the same guy, which is to me is that's
like
winning the lottery.
That's lottery type shit, right? Yeah.
So we shot that and we wrote that. I got to give credit to, not credit, but I wrote it. But I wrote that whole part. But I got to give credit to John Krevlin, who in the pre-production meetings I might have been doing Jim Carvallis from the Knicks. And as I'm pulling up, and he's like, "Why are you doing Jim Carvallis?" I guess because the Knicks might have been.
Well, you also that was after the eggs, right? Like you're like El Garbage time. You said something like that.
Yeah, So we were. I don't know, for some reason Jim. I said over to Ewing, no good. He's foul. I just remember this again. So he said, "No, Jimmy, you got to do like a Sterling thing." And so the Bob Shepard didn't work because it was too long. Now I thought I was going to have to read that as a voiceover. So I mean, I wrote it, I knew it, but next thing you know, it was, okay, you got to drive and read it. And I was it had no tape to tape it up. And I had
your car. How old is that? How old is that car?
It was in Florida.
It looked like a fucking Ford Taurus.
8,000 degrees in Florida. Anyway, so John Sterling, I've always been a fan of his. I think I've been in, especially like driving down the shore. There is nothing better when the Yankees are down, and when they're down 8-1, and you're in the car and you're locked into the car and there's nothing else on. And you got John Sterling and Susan Wallman or John Sterling and Jay, but it doesn't matter who it is. And he's got, like, there's nothing to say. Especially if it was one of those rainy nights where, like,
though, even when they're winning big, they don't have a lot of stuff.
When they're losing, he was more somber, and he would start to just say the funny. He would just say and then when they would talk about Bye Bye Birdie on Broadway, back in 51, he would talk about these shows. I used to laugh. I would be like, who is who is listening? What kid from the Bronx is listening to this going, Bye Bye Birdie? What are you talking? It's the same thing with Jim Cott when he used to do the games.
I remember Jim Cott.
He would talk about players like, we were in spring training with Lolich. He's talking about Mickey Lolich. And I was like, what young fan is like, what are you talking about? So I used to love, and it's funny. Everybody, in the beginning, everybody hated Susan Wallman. But I didn't. Her voice was irritating in the beginning.
Her voice is still weird.
But you know what, though? You got to really, first of all, she was the first person on WFAN. So you got to, she really knows, she knows the Yankees. Like, don't think like.
I don't think there's anybody that can touch her when it comes to
and
knowing
she knows,
the team. Yeah.
She knows baseball. And you know what she knows more? It's just the same that she's a woman and her voice is a little, she knows if the Yankees are playing shitty, Susan Wallman leaks it out like if someone like last year when Volpe was booting every ball, she would just go, that's it. Like, and that was her way of saying, like, I like this guy, but that was so Sterling used to make me laugh. But a couple of things about a thing that blew me away doing some research. Number one, first of all, he called every one of Jeter's hits. Okay, there you go, right there. He called every one of
So there was never a substitute guy filling in.
He did 5,000 games in a row.
And fuck off, Gary.
Yeah, right. He called everyone a Marion. Think of Marion. Everyone that has their retired numbers that shouldn't anymore. He called every one of their games. That is unbelievable to me. But here's a couple of things about him that really made me.
Sam wants to know before you get into your facts: Phil Rizzuto or John Sterling?
Complete. In terms of legend as a broadcaster,
he said, who do you like more? It's not like who's the better.
I like Sterling more, only because Rizzuto's different. It's apples and oranges because Rizzuto was in the TV booth And Rizzuto was a legendary player, so everybody knew who Phil Rizzuto was. John Sterling was just a voice.
Or as other young folks will know him as Rurudo.
Right. But Rizzuto went off book a lot as well. It was classic Rizzuto. And he called Bill White. He called him White. Like, that's so funny to me. There's a lot of great Rizzuto stuff as well. But you got to remember, play-by-play on the radio is constant. It's there the whole time. And so I would give the nod to Sterling there. He is truly, I remember when Mel Allen died, my dad was like, Mel Allen died. I was like, oh yeah, that old announcer, the Twib notes this week in baseball. He's like, you have no idea. He's doing all the Yankee games. And I get it now, because like Bob Shepard and John Sterling are like, oh, really? Those are like the voice. Shepard's the voice of God. He is Yankee Stadium. And then you have Sterling. Listen, he is until I'll be long dead before someone else is the voice of the New York Yankees like that. I'm
sorry. And you know me, I'm a broadcaster. So that's what I went to school for. And I love it more than pretty much anything I do. Dave Sims to me is just not doing it for me, and I know he's only 2 years in, and
you got to give him more time. I agree with you.
I don't know. It's almost as if the difference is if you talk to John Sterling outside the booth, he talks like this anyway, right? Because Woodbridge Brewery actually posted a video,
right?
Hey, did you like your experience? Well, and he would go off and he would just talk just like that. With Dave Sims, I feel like he's dialing it up. Like, he's just like, if you talk to him, he's like, hey, what's going on, man? And then, like, if he was on the broadcast air, he'd be like, hey, what's going on, man? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's trying too hard. I don't know. I just feel like he's looking for that announcer voice.
It's just, first of all, it's so hard to replace.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it takes years. I mean, I remember Bob Papa, who's been doing games now for Papa. When he replaced Jim Gordon, I hated Jim Gordon. I guess my favorite announcers would be Jim Gordon, John Sterling, Jim Carvalho, obviously Marv, which I imitate on stage. In terms of singing voices, of course, it's Bing Crosby. I got to give a shout out to Bing Crosby. Why?
Because somebody just dropped an album or some shit.
Because it's his birthday was May 30th. He'd be 123 years old. And I was watching CNN or Fox News or something, and there was a report of a big event going on in some Virginia or something like that. And the guy just said, this town hasn't been this crowded since Bing Crosby came in 1944. I was like,
perfect.
Well, again, who the hell? But of course, I sent it to the Bing Crosby Society. I digress. But couple of I know someday they have their big. It's so funny. You can't believe what I do. I'm gonna try to tell a funny story later. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll try it. Also though, John Sterling, he was the voice for the Baltimore Bullets for a couple of years. He was the voice of Morgan State football for like 2 or 3 years. He was a voice in New York in '71 for WMCA, which was a huge radio station.
I didn't see him doing football.
He did Larry Bird's
play-by-play.
He did Larry Bird's 50-point game. Listen, he was the radio voice for the World Hockey League, the New York Raiders. Okay, he was the voice of the WFL. Remember, that's another bad league. The NFL New York Stars. He was the play-by-play guy.
Jesus Christ! Now it sounds like this sound like my resume.
No, it's unbelievable. He was NHL. He was the voice of the Islanders for a couple of years.
He
was the voice of when ABA, NBA, the New York Nets for that. When basketball, he did that. He did Yankees pregame for years. He did 9 years with the Atlanta Braves, and that's that famous line: "The Yankees are playing poor baseball." And I know, I've done Braves games, which I almost drove off the road because the Braves after he left, the Braves got pretty good, and the Yankees got better as well. But so he did Hawks and Braves game, 9 years in Atlanta. Then he gets
crazy.
He gets to New York in '89 as the voice of the New York Yankees, and his first guy with him was Jay Johnstone. And I used to laugh my ass off because he would call him, because Jay Johnstone is a freak.
Janine's watching live, by the way.
Driven by a Jeep.
I've been saying that way too long.
But Jay Johnstone, he would call him Jay Bird. And I would be like, he would bring up stuff like, because Jay Johnstone was a player, and he said, well, back in your time, Jay Bird, like it was just, or I was like, so of course, when I met Johnny, anybody with a name Jay, you have to call him Jay Bird, which to me is so funny. And then he was with Joe Angel, which I remember that guy. I couldn't stand that guy. And then Michael Kay, then Charlie Steiner. I didn't mind Charlie Steiner. I thought his voice was okay.
I don't remember Steiner.
He called the Aaron Boone home run. on the radio. They used to switch innings.
That's right. They used to
and
switch.
Then, of course, Susan Wallman was with Susan Wallman was the last 20 or 25 years. So those are all his people in the booth. And I read some nice things. I posted something. I texted out.
Remember he got hit with the foul ball.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
hey.
Yell too. Ah! It's like nobody was like, what happened? I don't even know what the fuck.
First of all, he did the Yankeeographies on
I know. Those are great.
I think
he's got to have won an Emmy for that, right? Or something.
He did. He won 2. And they're also, I think they're editing them now, though, to make them a little more current. I don't know. I've noticed there's
but now everybody gets a Yankeeography. It's like, welcome in the Anthony Volpe day. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
We should do a Jimmy Palumbo-ography show. Of course, when he used to do Old Timers Day, that was so funny. We would stand in front of that podium with Michael.
Johnny Box says he stole that home run. I don't know.
His last game was October 30th, 2024, which was Dodgers Game 5. He also announced this. Now,
what did you? Are you seeing this? Steiner was doing a quick color on that inning, and Boone hit it too soon. So it's almost as if he stepped on Sterling on that home run.
No, they say it was Sterling. It was his inning. They used to switch innings. That's what I heard yesterday.
He was just saying he was doing.
By the way, I was in a bar. I was in a bar in L.A. with 50 Red Sox fans, 50 Yankees fans. And I got a beer, and I was heading. There was an empty seat. I sat down, took a sip of the beer. It is high. I was like, oh my God.
Did you hear Michael Kay yesterday?
That was very good. Michael Kay imitated the voice. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But now in the Dave Sturchio realm here, he also announced the Kitten Bowl on the Hallmark Channel. Can you believe that? Oh my God. He had 4 kids.
And that pussy's back in the water.
There you go. It's pussy day here to say. He had 4 kids, and 3 of them were triplets. And the triplets are 26 now, but he had another child, and
none of them wanted to do it.
I guess they're maybe, who knows what they're doing. But his last kid, his oldest kid, I don't know if you saw the Michael Kay thing. That really hit me, man. He just wanted to walk her down the aisle, and he was trying to rehab because he couldn't walk anymore. Because I know when my dad was in the hospital, you go in a hospital for 30 days and you're older, you lose all your muscle tone. You can't walk. And he was trying to rehab and get better, but he had like a lot of heart attacks, and Michael Kay broke down, and that was legitimate. He really felt bad about that.
So I got to ask you a question, just because we're on the subject, but like, obviously, it was weird because he just stepped away like last year. Like last year, maybe 2 years ago,
right.
In
2 years
totality.
ago.
That dude, from the start of his career all the way until the very end, and then he only gets 2 years of like retirement.
Well, he.
Do you find that's what I'm saying? Do you find that to be awesome because you get to do what you love as long as possible? Or do you think you're like, hey, I didn't get to enjoy this?
Listen, anybody out there who's like 63 years old and they have enough money to retire, that's why you retire at 63, not.
Well, my father just did
80.
it. He did it at 66.
Yeah, so some people do it earlier. But there are also people say when you've been doing the same thing for years and then you retire, you become rudderless. You don't know what to do with yourself.
I know.
As an actor, I'm the opposite. I don't know what to do myself when I am working on a set. But I think my overall favorite one, his announcements, I think has to. Oh, by the way, he got stuck in a flood, a hurricane.
Oh yeah, that was recently.
Ricky
he lost everything. I thought
no, that was a fire.
Oh, Jesus.
And you remember him on the fan?
Look at this guy. Look at this guy's resume, bro. Like, oh my God.
By the way, he referenced Bing Crosby because Bing Crosby wrote a book called Call Me Lucky. And he goes, I think it was Crosby who wrote a book called Call Me Lucky.
I heard that in a monologue video yesterday.
But yeah, he got stuck in a flood there by Fort Lee at Edgewater there, and Ricky Ricardo came in a Jeep and picked him up. They're friends. I find that hysterical. But I think my favorite one, I mean, there's so many great home run calls, and like a good Glaver, Torres is there. I mean,
that's your favorite home run call?
That really is funny. I mean, like a good Glaver. I mean, come on. And of course, there's the opening day so John Sterling, legendary announcer. He just was great, man. But you know what's fun at the end, and even Susan Wallman said it. She goes, there were early on, he didn't miss anything. And then as he got older, I mean, look, he was 81, 82 years old. Like when I'm 82, am I going to be able to, I hate the sports now. Can you imagine me watching a Knicks game when I'm 80? I hate I hate basketball the way it's played out, which we're gonna get to. But
we're gonna be playing fucking robots when you're
pass
to LeBron. Wait, LeBron's still playing? Yeah, no, it's his clone. It's fine.
Yeah, it's it. AI generated jumper. Yes, that account. And and Rutgers will, even with AI, Rutgers will stink. But anyway. So that's it. John Sterling, rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got about that. And I walk around the house imitating John Sterling. Marvin. That's why I watched that show Brockmire, and I'm like, you know what?
So I started watching Brockmire.
It's funny, and it's funny.
I used to catch a couple episodes here and there, and I'm like, what is this? So I finally the other night, I just started it from like episode 1.
Right. That's what I do.
Dude, it's your life story.
I know.
It's like fucking hilarious, dude. At the top, and then just has to go to the Mexico League, and they're like, this fat fuck. Like,
when he's waiting for the bus and he starts to go, oh, it's a little hot out here.
Right, exactly.
I'm convinced that someone watched the Artie and I sketch in New York City and stole the idea. But listen, Hank Azaria is better than me. So
he's great.
Brock Myers, and by the way, a young Amanda Peet raining threes.
Deep speed, yep.
Anyway, but of course, bottom line is, if I'm sure one thing about John Sterling in his house, what did he have? He had filthy carpets, and he should have called Oxy Magic. USA.com, OXY, MagicUSA.com. That's right. These are the best carpet cleaners in the biz. Drying time, 3 to 4 hours. They're all EPA clean and clear and all that different stuff. And they have 80 locations nationwide. Give them a call and go check them out at Oxy Magic USA, OXY, Magic USA. Well, a couple things going on in life here from the Omni. My daughter's going to her first prom on Friday.
Who's the lucky dude?
And I don't want to mention who. Well, he's
going to first name.
His name is Chris. He's going to
forget it.
And
it's over.
It's fat. No, he's not. He's a good kid. He's a nice kid. She's going to her first prom now. I was supposed to be shooting a film on Friday, Zero Protocol with the Zombies, up in Beacon, New York / Poughkeepsie Day at the station.
Hey, Poughkeepsie.
But it originally said Beacon. Now they're saying Poughkeepsie. There's a huge difference between Beacon and Poughkeepsie. But it's up that way. But it looks like, because of rain Wednesday and Thursday, they may switch my day to Thursday, which would be good. I'll be able to. I want to be around when she has the dress on, and
she's a junior, right?
Yeah, she's a
junior.
So it's not her. It's not her prom.
This guy's prom. Got it.
But I think she's going to multiple proms at Shea, so that's a good thing for her. But I'll be shooting Zero Protocol with Rebecca Hall, playing Enzo, a guy who with a baseball bat helps him out with zombies. I don't know if it's going to recur if they make a part 2. Will I be seen again? I hope so.
It's going to be one of those things where it's Zero Protocol part.
It's 7. A huge. I did a Google search, and I was looking at it's everybody's all, because they have all these zombies. I'm calling them zombies. They're not really zombies. There's something else to get infected by some shit, and but they're shooting all over the town, so they're causing traffic and all that, which always makes me laugh. If I was a mayor, I'd be like, "Oh, you want to shoot here? That's great." No.
What's that? You want to run around my town? Like, we're good.
No, that's time. About me and Artie, that's an Artie Lang thing. We used to laugh. He's like, if I was mayor of New York, I'd be like, I'm all in New York City, yes, forever, but no more parades. No, that's gone, because you can't shut down 3rd Avenue to have people selling socks and T-shirts.
I don't even like it when they shut down the fucking street in my town. It's a 1 square mile town. I'm like, oh, good God. It's like
something. That's why I like it. The World Cup would never be in New Jersey if I was governor. You got to hear the reports, what they say about the World Cup. Like, don't leave your house. The traffic will be unbearable when you're taking out your. I'm like, what?
Speaking of Jersey, did you by any chance see that fucking plane that took out that truck?
Yeah. By the way, I've driven that stretch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've all done that. If you're in Jersey and you're like, whoa,
you're like, whoa,
But he's just driving like, oh man, life's good, getting off early today. What? It just gets blasted. I'm like, what?
First of all, the reason why that made me laugh, because it reminds me.
Is he okay?
I suppose he.
Okay, good. I was supposed to say before we start making jokes.
Here's why that clip freaked me out, because it reminds me of my grandfather. I'll tell you what. I'm about to say something. I can't believe I'm getting away with this. That stretch of the turnpike is one of the most unique places in the world. And do you know why?
Because it stinks to high hell?
No. Within 200 yards are the 4 biggest modes of transportation. You got a runway for flights, turnpike, interstate road. There's a rail line right there, and shipping. No other place in the world. If you literally on a par 9, everyone's within 200 yards. So that is the uniqueness of that area.
Your body doesn't need to know about.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, they wrote an article about it in the New York Times. It's so funny to me. But next time you drive that stretch, you're going to be like, yeah, Jimmy's right. The planes are right there. You got the trains are right there. You got boats. You got the highway. Anyway, yeah, that was nuts. What else we got? Let's see. So, yeah, that's that. Now, of course, we got our dates for Last Licks Beer League, the program TV show. 9 episodes are going to be shot. We got 2 days in June, 5 days in July, and another couple of days in August.
Yeah, fucking August. You guys are crazy.
What are we gonna do?
I know.
We got to get things. People. Some people got. I don't want to give it away, but I did it already on the show. Some people, actresses, get pregnant. You got to film them before they give birth.
Is she having twins?
Yes.
Oh, see, that part I didn't fucking
right, because if we cut it too close, there could be a high spiraling kick taken by Natalie Vera on her own 5. She's got room. You got to watch that. Of course, in other news, Sunday, opening day for the Potbellies.
How'd you do?
I was 1 for 3.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I got to be honest with you. The first at bat, it's a limited arc, which is a little bit harder. I hit the dribbler. The chopper dribbler. I hit the third base. I was thrown out by 90 steps.
Did Miles get a better hit than you?
Perhaps. And then the second time up, I was mad at myself. I was like, come on, Jimmy, swing the bat. I hit an identical twin dribbler to third, fired across the. I was like, hey, played the outfield. I had to make a throw to second. Guy got a base hit. I could tell he had wheels, so I came up throwing a little bit. Dude, my first throw of the year. It hurt from the top of my ear to my thumb. I heard like crinkling.
Did you warm up?
I warmed up, but not like I was like a young Winfield coming up strong, fired it in there. My arm still hurts now, so I got to warm up. Another thing I didn't realize I couldn't do. I jogged a little bit, but you gotta fake a run to first base because. Me running the first, I was like, I couldn't even. I was like,
the pros do that. You don't think you think you're above that shit?
Sure. But the third time up, Palumbo getting it by hit.
Here's the first hit of the season.
I hit a rope. Third baseman couldn't get it. Ate him up. Base hit, and I scored a run. So that's my. But again, the number 1 clubhouse guy in the country. Because opening day I was not there. And they lost 13-1. But yesterday we put a beating on them. We won like 14-3. So you know what? They needed me in the clubhouse, calm them down. We were down 1-0 at the end of 1. And I kept everybody calm. Let's swing the bats. And of course, bigger news, the Mawa draft happens at the end of the month. And you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? By the way, you're so screwed. I'm gonna make you do. I'm gonna go. I said, do you guys do the draft at a house? He goes, yeah, come on, we have some beers and we eat a little bit. I'm like, I want to do a thing where he's gonna call me up after the draft and say, how great is that? So I'm gonna send you, I'm gonna be in the other room and he's gonna be like, hey, is this Jimmy Palumbo? Yeah. And by the way, the teams are only by color. In other words, if you're the orange team, you wear an orange shirt. So it's like blue team,
my God, you're like my fucking son's T-ball team.
Yes, he's gonna be like, are you ready to play for the blue team? I'm gonna act like, yes, I am. So how funny is that gonna be? We're gonna do the draft. Oh my God. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Now I got drafted in the 9th round. Then I dropped.
No, I can see this now, dude. I can see this now.
It's great. It's so
like
great.
You get the call. It's like, hey, listen. Oh my God. It's gonna be so good. No. It's gonna be like the ESPN coverage. It's like purple's looking to move up a couple spots. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. And then you're gonna get drafted by yellow, and you're gonna be like, I dreamed my whole life to play for yellow.
You know what I might do? Well, that's the thing. I'm gonna send you the footage of them doing it, but you might have to do something is if you're the commentator, like we're not sure, like maybe who's available, best player available?
Oh yeah, just give me. I'll just generate a bunch of random names and then just have you at the bottom, like Jimmy Palumbo. That is fucking great.
So we're gonna have gold. I already talked to the guy. He goes, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it." He's
That's so funny, bro.
So
you have to have like a live look-in of the Palumbo household. You have to make sure, like Natalie, your sister, like everybody's around, just surrounding you.
Well, I have to go.
You get the call. You're like, shh,
I might have to use the other guys that are there. I don't know what time whatever time they do. I gotta make it work. It's gonna be great. If I can get Natalie there, we're all hugging each other. Like,
bro, that would be. That's on, dude. You don't understand. Like shit like that. That's the stuff that goes insanely viral.
What I might be able to do,
oh my god,
is shoot them. And then I can shoot the rest at my house.
Yeah, this all could be in post. Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'll say you fucked because I'm just gonna send you a bunch of videos. Even like
whatever, I'll put it together.
But you gotta have, if you can get your face, like talking about or
like a live look in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I could do it at the studio. Like put the suit jacket on and shit. Like, you know what? Palumbo is dropping here. I don't know why. It looks like he might have lost a step or two. His scouting report. He's one of the best blue chips. He's fucking 60 fucking 2. What are you talking about?
Imagine that. Listen, he batted 706 1 year. He's been playing for 38 years. This is the kind of guy you want on your club.
We all remember that 706 season back in 2006.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh boy, that could be really.
Matter of fact, when I found out the day of the draft, we'll have a production.
Yes, we will. We have to. Like,
yeah, it's a real.
It's gonna be my moment. It's gonna be it for everybody. It's gonna be great.
Find out when I'll be drafted in the Mawa adult.
Oh, the fucking league that nobody gives a shit about. That's great.
It's so great. Also, speaking of TV shows, I know we got 12 more. We have a hard out today.
Yeah, hard out today. There's some great goalie guests on the Cosmos country today.
I will tell you. Well, I'm glad you're starting to watch Brockmire. It's
going to be like my guilty pleasure late night show.
Okay, if you think we all act like losers sometimes, drink too much. When you watch Brockmire, he makes Artie Lang look like a moron.
Oh, I know. Okay? I know. I've seen a couple. Mm-hmm.
He throws the one-liner sex lines out there that are really funny.
Dude, when he's in red, he's like a little outside there.
I know. It's so great. Funny. Oh my god. Anyway, also, I started watching a new show, and I did it because I love these kind of shows, and you're gonna laugh. First of all, I'm still watching The Good Wife. I was just gonna say, is this? I'm not Good Wife. The house. Oh my god, the one on
Call the Midwife.
Call the Midwife. God, my
brain's gone. See, even I know that shit. I never seen an episode.
I started watching The Gilded Age, which I never watched. A friend of mine's on it, actually, one of the seasons. So it's about all those rich people on Fifth Avenue in the late 1800s. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch this. And first episode was pretty good. I'm digging it already. So, and also I'm watching Daredevil Born Again, which is awesome.
Well, you're in it. So,
second season has nothing to do with me anymore. I'm long gone. Yeah, it's supposed to be recurring. And the phone hasn't ring.
Shit.
Instead of getting a call from Daredevil.
But in that role, though, I mean, like, you were just like a random.
I don't know. They say you pop back in, but. I'm getting calls from the Mawa Softball League and not Daredevil. I'm also watching Rooster, which I'm enjoying now.
Fucking TV do you watch?
At the end of the night, instead of watching, as soon as the games are over, I made a commitment to myself to not stay up late anymore, like too late, because I've been.
It's impossible if you're going to watch 15 shows.
Well, sometimes as soon as I get done eating, I'll watch. And the Yankee game sucks, I'll switch off. But of course. If you can't see shit, it's time to go to Woodbridge, New Jersey, and that means what does
Absolute
that mean? Absolute Eyewear getting involved.
Sponsored by the ticker, the Absolute Eyewear ticker on the bottom.
That's right. The ticker or the production value of this show just gets increased every week. Craig and Johnine, Jaybird, Michaud, family owned, brother and sister. Go check them out. They got everything over there. Your full prescription stuff. Eyewear, sunglasses. They got motorcycle glasses for the kids. Charles Oakley does play-by-play from there. And it's right next to Woodbridge Brewery, where every Yankee trying to make a buck goes and signs.
Bro, I saw an advertisement for Scott Brocious coming.
Well, there's one day coming up.
It's like he couldn't make the Legends night. They're like, he couldn't make the cut on that. Like, hey, yeah, no, we're not going to put you with Mariano and Girardi and Torrey and Jeter and not Jeter, A-Rod.
But there's like 10 guys going to the one thing. That must be costing that guy
16
tons of money.
Well, trust me, man. When these guys get their
cut, he must get a cut.
That's of course. Well, that's how it works. I mean, like you basically say, like if for whatever reason Joe Torre is like, my rate to appear is 10 grand, then you go to Woodbridge Brewery and be like, it's 12 grand. You take 2. Right. That's his, for getting the gig. So yeah. I mean, he's never going to make $2,000 on somebody, but you know what I mean? Like that's how you.
Plus, I think they get a cut of everything, which, hey, good for them. But it's right next to Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 732-326-3937. Now, I got a couple of minutes here, and then we'll get off. But I got to give a shout out. Someone passed away last week. A dear friend of mine. People on this show know I lived in L.A. for 10 years, and I lived with a guy named Henry Pollack, who played the secretary on Webster for years, those of you scrolling at home. And he was a big-time TV star from like 76 to maybe 88, something like that. He was on the game shows. He was on a bunch of the TV shows, guest starred on Murder, She Wrote and all those kind of shows. And he was a regular on Webster, where he made a lot of money. That's how he bought the condo he lived in and so forth. And I became a very good friend of his. I loved him to death. Of course, fortunately, he passed away like 12, 13 years ago, maybe more, 15 years ago. And but he had a sister named Luann who was a couple years older. And when Henry got sick, Luann came to live with us. He had an extra bedroom, and I got to know the sister really well. And she was just a sweetheart of a person. I got to meet Henry's nieces that way, Kate, and I got to know Michelle and Michael, all his nieces and nephews. And she went through hell. She had leukemia in 1972 when she was younger. She beat that, and then she had some cancer issues over the years, but finally succumbed last week. She died at 85 years old. Luann Durden. So I got to give a shout out. When Henry died, I promised her, I was like, I'm going to still keep in touch with you. So I sent her Christmas cards. I would text her on Henry's birthday, which is the same birthday as my grandmother and my parents' anniversary. I always made sure I kept in touch. We chatted, sent Christmas cards with Natalie. She would write long, beautiful letters back to me. And whenever I thought of Henry, I'd laugh and say, I miss your brother. I miss your brother. I have no one to talk to about stupid shit. And she was really cool. Good lady. So a shout out to her husband, Jim, son, Michael, Michelle, and Marcy, and of course, Kate, who I got to know, the Grandies. But a shout out to Luann Darden. God rest her soul. So that's it. I'll be shooting Zero Protocol on Thursday or Friday. Then we got a dance competition this weekend.
Oh, you still going, huh? I only
Mother's,
got 2. That's it.
Mother's Day. No, you have no idea what you're about to get into. You're like in the biddy leagues right now. What do you?
No, I'm saying there's 2 weekends, separate weekends.
Because your daughter's like 6.
Oh, but by the way, Jimmy. So she's in a division called Little Pearls or whatever. She's like the little, the little one.
Right. Yeah.
Now she's supposed to do Little Pearls again for 2 years. After her performance over the weekend, they came up to Steph and they're like, "Hey, don't get too friendly with these people down here at Little Pearls because we're gonna give her a boost." I'm like, "Oh my god, bro!" Let me tell you something. I have to say,
it's just more money.
Oh, that too. But like, I have to say, Stella did fantastic. Her first hardware over the weekend, like they have like best overall score or whatever, blah blah blah, and she's crushing it. But that night when I was tucking her in, I said, "Man, I was like, Daddy's so proud of you. Like that's so cool. You got yourself a trophy." And not the school got herself a trophy, blah, blah, blah. And she looked at me, she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, aren't you like excited?" She's like, "Well, we have hip hop tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh my God, she's Kobe Bryant. This is fucking great." So she don't give a shit. She's like, "Job's not finished. Job's not fucking finished, Dad." And I'm like,
Black Mamba.
Like, this is my girl. I'm so pumped.
That's great. Yeah, and you
got that demeanor about her. She's just like, "Yeah, that's cool. But I'm gonna win again tomorrow."
Natalie was a good little dancer, but she didn't really get into it until the last like 3 or 4 years. So some kids really get into it. The weird thing is when their bodies grow, sometimes they don't stay on top of their coordination. So a kid's a better dancer at 8 than they are at 11. It's odd.
Have you seen? I mean, obviously you've seen these company dances, like the ones that like the whole group goes out there and does their shit. Bro, I'm watching this, and again, I don't it's dance, right?
I'm gonna
send no big deal. I watched this shit in complete awe. I'm like, how do they know how to fucking?
I know.
I was like,
it's crazy.
The fuck away. I'm
like Jenga.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, what? How did you not kick her in the face?
Are you doing anything Saturday? Because I'll send you a streaming link. Maybe Stella could watch
Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
I don't think
Mother's
so.
Day.
Well, Mother's Day.
There's one over Mother's Day. You believe that? So
that's kind of shitty on their behalf. I mean, these people know how to do these things a year in advance, dude. Like, come on.
Nobody cares, and I feel bad because the dance mom's got to be there, and Steph has to be there with her. It's causing a lot of.
But shout out to Steph, my wife. Man, I ain't never seen somebody like just haul ass, and like at the end of the weekend, I'm like, how'd you do all that? You know, like I'm in the crowd with Miles, just making sure that he's on my shoulders and he's not fucking falling or going crazy. Right. But like, obviously, when Stella dances, I put him down, and I'm just like, I'm chest bumping people as if like the Cowboys just scored a touchdown. But like watching her kind of just navigate this whole thing and just got to be there fucking when the sun's coming up, and then like you
got to know the number dance number 232, and you got to know the number. And by the way, the 3 minutes apiece the dancers, you got to. And how about this? The dance says you're at 2:00, right? All of a sudden, hi, we're running 45 minutes early. You're like,
oh, they were an hour ahead.
Or they fall, but most of the time they fall late. But anyway, it's she's got a big dance thing this weekend, so hopefully.
Good luck, Matt. So she's got prom on Friday and a dance competition over the weekend.
Yeah, we moved her solo. We moved her solo from Friday to Saturday, so you can do that on your solos anyway. So that should be fun. That's it. Well, I'll send you the link if you guys are around. You can check it out. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. And also a shout out to Anthony DeSando, otherwise known as Manganelli, who turns out, I brought this up before, he listens to every show.
Does he really?
And he plays Manganelli in the beer league, and he's in the beer league Last Licks. And I just want to give him a shout out. He's probably texting me right now because he's got some conflicts with his days. Jackass, get to the goddamn set. All right, that's it. That's our show number 267.
R.I.P. John Sterling. The Yankees won big last night for him. Everybody paid homage. The Mets finally won a game this season, and they paid homage. So that was cool.
A lot of homages going on.
What a homage day here at Shea.
Cut on a miss. All right.
The 0-1.